Senator Cruz, I have to play something for you. A lot of our viewers sent me emails about this comment. This is you, I guess it's about 2 months ago, at a rally. Here's what you said.
I have never met anybody, any conservative who wants to ban contraceptives. As I noted, Heidi and I, we have 2 little girls. I'm very glad we don't have 17. Last I checked, we don't have a rubber shortage in America.
Now, some larger families took offense at that statement. They say it's less than pro-life. Your reaction?
Well, listen, I come from a family where my grandmother, my mother's mother, was the second youngest of 17 kids. And so the point that I was making there, and that's a little snippet that's taken out of context, is in the last elections, the Democratic Party raised this specter of the war on women, and it was a political attack that was deliberately deceptive. And what they suggested to people is that there were politicians trying to take away your birth control. Now, I would note, and this is something that should be encouraging to all of us who are pro-life, the Democrats didn't wage that fight on the issue of life. On the issue of life, we are winning. This country is becoming more and more pro-life. People's hearts and minds are being changed. I am unequivocally pro-life. I think every life is a precious gift from God that needs to be protected from the moment of conception until the moment of natural death. But the Democrats didn't wage that battle on the issue of life. Instead, they did it on contraceptives, and it was deliberately deceptive. They were trying to scare young women into thinking some politician is going to come take their birth control away from them. And a point I was making through humor, and humor is often a very effective way to communicate, is that nobody was talking about banning birth control for anyone. Now, listen, I recognize that many people, many faithful Catholics, for religious reasons, don't use birth control. That is obviously their right to follow the teachings of their faith. I'm a Southern Baptist. That is not the teaching of my faith, but I respect those observant Catholics who follow that teaching. But nobody is suggesting banning birth control. And indeed, the point that I made going on is what this issue was about was the Little Sisters of the Poor. And this is, I talk about the Little Sisters all over the country. I talk every day. Because as you know, the Little Sisters of the Poor are a Catholic charity. They devote their lives to caring for the poor and the elderly.
Yeah.
And right now today, the Obama administration is litigating against the Little Sisters of the Poor, trying to impose millions of dollars of fines on the sisters under Obamacare in order to force the sisters to pay for abortion-inducing drugs and others. Now, that is wrong. That will end if I'm elected president, and that's what the whole issue is. And so that illustration I was using was showing that the Democrats were deliberately distorting the issue to confuse people and mislead them, and we need to speak the truth and do it with a smile.